best offense is a good defense, am I right?
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Okay.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
It's so good to see you again. Who's there? Enough mucking about. Let's do it.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Ashes to ashes.
The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Potema.
This place makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's not stick around here for too long.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your will. Summoned with words, bound by blood. You ants don't have the power to bind me.
Never should have.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Stop the intruder.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave?
Some necromancers were attempting to summon and bind Potema's septum.
Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them.
I interrupted the ritual, but her spirit form escaped. I don't think that's the last we've seen of her, but it's done for now.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
Which is lacking so much roleplay potential because it... Imagine if you could join Potema and conquer Skyrim for her. Where'd you come from?
Something just ain't right about that Sybille. You know, I've never seen her eat a thing. That can't be natural. Folks at court won't admit it, but Sybille Stentor scares us all to death.
Is there a reason you don't trust Sybille?
Yes, I suppose there is. Folks at court won't admit it, but Sybille Stentor scares us all to death. One thing about living in Skyrim I could never stomach. All the damn vampires.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench?
Any advice for finding proof?
I wish I could tell you. Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Okay.
All right. Back to slicing, dicing, and baking.
Sybille Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. I make sure Erica keeps breathing.
Are you the court wizard?
No, that honor is Sybille Stentor's. A smart woman steers clear of Stentor, and keeps herself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
What do you mean?
Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. Get away from me! I'm in no mood for conversation. Now go, and leave me be. You are free to leave.
I want to begin stockpiling food and water in the event we come under siege. And I would like...
Isn't that rather interesting? We may have to go talk to Falk Firebeard before coming up with anything else that might expose Sybille Stentor and what she's doing coming to the dungeons every so often. Isn't that interesting though? They have a copy of the Wolf Queen. I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm going to break Ulfric. And then you.
That cannot happen until his army of Stormcloaks is defeated utterly.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Told you that, did he? I'm sworn to protect you, my Jarl, but I'm the last line of defense. The first line is
That's
the walls
quite a
around
bold
the city,
claim.
and the men who patrol
I'd need proof before I could
men
possibly
who, I
accept
might
it.
add, we are precious short on.
I'm aware of that, Bulgar, and I appreciate your dedication.
Ysmir's
However,
beard.
if we lose the war,
She's a vampire.
Solitude will make a little difference.
House Carl, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
By order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
On threat of what, exactly? This city wouldn't run without me. Now, if you'll excuse me, my work awaits.
Do you need help?
What's all the commotion?
You're looking a bit
She's a vampire.
overloaded there.
You liar! How dare you?
It's all in this note. Come quietly, or taste the Jarl's justice.
I should very much like to see you try it, my dear steward.
That's it. I'm placing you under arrest.
You've ruined everything! I will drink your blood and feast on your flesh.
Vampire, to arms!
Mercy!
Oh,
You're
stay
mine.
close. I'll kill you with
Please address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
Thank you for your role in all of this. Here, this is for you.
Victory is yours! I submit!
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. Speak if you must, but mind your tongue. I do not suffer fools gladly.
A place in court seems to suit you.
It does indeed. You know, I hear you had something to do with Sybille Stentor's demise. That must have been a hard bit of business. I hear Stentor had been alive for a long, long time. Now that Sybille Stentor is out of the picture, I am indeed. And the court is, well, free of her eccentricities. Moving into her quarters was an interesting process. You are free to leave.
Nice.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me.
Yeah, Elisif seems to rely on you a great deal, Falk.
She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Torrig. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
Okay. All right.
Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me.
What can I do for you, Jarl?
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me.
Never should have come.
Oh, it's on.
Agent Lord Paulin. In recent weeks, 2 prisoners have confessed to worshipping at a Talos shrine in the hills above White River Gorge. This cult must not be allowed to grow any further. Find the shrine, hunt down any heretics you find there. Take no prisoners. Ellen Wayne. Great.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
I placed the horn at the shrine.
Falk said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to Falk when you have the funds, and thank you.
Is there anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.